This is the last tutorial we're going to do in the interactivity section, and I'm back to the alien. So if you've been following along with that, you should be familiar with what we've done before. And I just want to show you some changes that I've made to that program. So here we're looking at the variable section where I declare all of the variables. That's the same. So let me scroll down. Sorry. Okay, there we go. So that whole variable section is exactly the same. Now we come to the setup function, and you can see that that's drastically different. What I did with that section was I left the size function in there, of course, but almost everything else has been moved down to the draw section. All right. The only thing that I left there was the initialization of the head size, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But let's just move down to the draw section. So essentially I just highlighted everything that we had in the setup and Control X and moved it down, and almost everything is there, just with a few minor changes. So everything that used to be in the setup function is there. Now the changes that I made are right here in the beginning. I put the background function in there because we're going to be doing some interactivity, and I want a new background to be drawn each time we do something, so that we don't leave a trail of aliens behind us and so forth. And the other change I made is here, where I'm initializing the x and y coordinates of the center of the head. I'm now putting the center to be where the mouse is. So that means that we won't just see a static drawing of the alien, but the alien will follow along as we move the mouse. And because we made every other part of the alien related to where the center of the head is, the entire alien, not just the head, will move with the mouse. Okay, so the other change, of course, I mentioned before, and that's that the head size has been put in the setup function, and this is the reason. Let me move down here a bit and show you that I have also brought into play okay, there we go. I've also brought into play the mousePressed and the keyPressed function. You can see them there. So what does the code inside the mousePressed function saying? It says that when I press the mouse, it's changing the head size variable. It's making it the current value of the head size plus an additional 50. So each time I press the mouse, the head size increases by 50 pixels. So that explains why I have head size out of the draw, the initialization of the head size variable out of the draw function, because the first time before I press the mouse the first time, I need the head size to be what it is originally. But then when I press the mouse, I want to change it. So I don't want that statement that initializes the head size variable to be in the draw function, because that would just reverse what I just did with changing the head size. Right? I don't want to continually set the head size to be equal to width over 3 or whatever it is, because I want this change that I'm making in the mousePressed function to remain and not be nullified by continually setting the head size variable to be width over 3. So that's why I have it out of the draw function and in the setup function. Okay, and also I'm working again with head size with the keyPressed function, as you can see there. If I press any key, it resets the head size back to width over 3, the original size. So the way this should work is when I run this, the alien should follow the mouse. When I press the mouse, the head size should increase, and if I press any key, the head size should go back to the way it was originally. So let's take a look and see if that works out here. Okay. Alright, you can see that indeed the alien is following the mouse. Alright, now if I press each time I press the mouse, the alien's head gets bigger. And if I press any key, the alien's head goes back to the way it originally was. Okay, just so a few interesting things we can do with this long alien program that we've been working on, where we use these 3 additional functions: the draw function, the mousePressed function, and the keyPressed function.